Hello everyone, this is Day Trader Matt with businesswithtrading.com doing a market recap for Wednesday the 2nd of May. And today the markets did gap down pretty well. We had worse than expected non-farm employment come out before the bell at 8:15, and the markets did chop around a little bit, and then right at 10 o'clock factory orders did come in line with expectations. We were looking for -1.5, -1.5 is what came out, and apparently the market said that was good enough and bought it up. Anyway, we had 3 trades today, all successful. Maximum profit potential we were working in was 5.5 points or 22 ticks. Actual entries and exits in the room called out in real time, we made 5 points or 20 ticks. Our first trade was right after the news. We went long, and then we took some profit, and then it came back down, and actually I'm sorry, we took all of our profit up here. Then it came back down and it chopped around a little bit, and then we did grab a long, and we were able to take a little profit, and then we got long again over here, and we were able to take a little profit on the upside, giving us a 5-point total, which is pretty good for 2.5 hours worth of work. You know, you're looking at $50 per point, 5 points, $250. You know, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyway, with that said, I'd like to encourage everyone to stop by and check out our website at www.businesswithtrading.com. You know, every day we focus on the S&P 500 futures market. We talk about you know, when I close the room at 12 o'clock, I talk about where I'm looking at the market going forward, different levels to watch out for, and, you know, different areas that may or may not set up into a good trade. I talk about some areas that, you know, decent risk reward areas. It really depends on how much clarification I really do have in the market. But I try to talk about everything as if, you know, if I wouldn't take a trade at a certain position, why would I talk about it? Because that's basically what this room is. You know, I'm taking trades, and, you know, hope that, well, hope's a bad word. I shouldn't use that word, hope. You know, but it's me taking trades, and at the end of the day, you know, it either works out or it doesn't. And, you know, it better work out, or, you know, I'm not doing my job correctly, I'm losing money. But that's what it is. You know, you're watching me trade, and all these trades, you know, why would I recommend a trade if I'm not going to take it? Basically it's that. So some days I have more clarification than others. You know, some days I can only talk about what I'm looking for to happen. Other days I'm talking about, you know, I would take it here, I'll take it there, stuff like that. But anyway, that's what I do. And, you know, if you guys have any questions at all, upper right hand side of the website I have a contact form, so definitely you know, take advantage of that. With that said, let's look at the news for tomorrow. And this is where we're at. 7:30 in the morning, we have challenger job cuts. Year over year, the prior reading was -8.8. It's not a huge number because there's no forecast, but it is still a number, and it comes out before the bell. And then at 8:30, that's when the big numbers start coming out. We have unemployment claims looking for 381. Prior reading was 388. Preliminary non-farm productivity quarter over quarter looking for -0.4%. Prior reading was 0.9% positive. Also at 8:30, preliminary unit labor costs quarter over quarter looking for 2.7%. Prior reading was 2.8. And then at 10 o'clock, we have ISM non-manufacturing PMI looking for 55.5. Prior reading was 56. And at 10:30, we have natural gas storage. You know, it's one of those and numbers. Unless you're trading natural gas, it has no bearing whatsoever on the ES. 11 a.m. FOMC member Williams is going to speak, and then at 1 p.m. FOMC member Lockhart is going to speak. So that's the news of the day. Japan's having a banking holiday. It doesn't really matter for us, and that's the news of the day. So we'll pay attention. 8:30 is going to be big, and then of course 10 o'clock. If it coincides with unemployment, should be interesting. But anyway, that's what we're going to keep an eye on tomorrow. With that said, if you do enjoy this video, please click the Twitter, Facebook, and like buttons. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning in the markets. Thanks.